Hello, everyone. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is So I'm Watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Season 4, Episode 6, Maisel versus Lennon, the cut contest. We can do that first if you want to get it out of the way.
I'm so fucking annoyed.
Me too.
I hated every minute of that.
Yeah.
And I understand they are entertainers and performers, and that brings ego, right? But also, the both of you are trying to get something done, right? Mm-hmm. So shut the fuck up and do the thing so then you can have the thing that you want and play nice. Yeah. I don't understand why we're doing this.
Especially because it was Sophie's idea.
Right!
For Midge to be her warm-up comic. Don't offer that to somebody that you're jealous of.
Right. I don't shit where I eat. Like, you know, I make decisions to protect my peace, right? And if I am Sophie and I am still jealous, wildly jealous of Midge, I am not going to ask Midge to work for me.
Yeah, and the whole thing is because she wants Susie back as her manager, but Susie's not going to come back as your manager now.
Right.
She barely wanted to before. And then you totally fucked it up, because if Sophie had not come out and just let Midge finish, it would have been fine.
Absolutely fine. This audience would not love Midge more than Sophie. Why can't, like she said, she even said it herself, we're women. Women should help each other. So fucking help her. I know it's TV. I know. But it's just when people make really stupid decisions, it takes me out of it, because it's like, why are we doing this then? All you're doing is wasting my time.
100%. So that's the thing, is there's a lot of things that we've been sort of setting up the whole season, and there's only 2 episodes left now, and we haven't seen payoff from anything. We haven't seen payoff from Alfie. We haven't seen any payoff from we've seen a little bit just with Sophie Lennon, but we haven't actually seen any payoff from Gordon Ford. You know, there's just there's things that we're setting up, and it's we even almost lost all of the setup that we made in the Wolford, because Boise was this is not what we're about, or whatever. There's too many women here.
Yeah, this is a titty joint. We don't want the gals here. And it's but you're bringing in money.
Yeah, which the owner was, or the investor, I guess, was blessedly I don't care. Receipts are up. We'll talk about a raise tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's something, but yeah. So I really hated the end of this episode.
Yeah, I'm really mad.
Yeah.
Because really, really mad.
Here's the thing, is when is Midge gonna actually catch a break?
Right.
A real one. A real break that'll pay her money. We've had 3 seasons of her already struggling.
Right.
And she got the Shy Baldwin tour, and that's fine, because that was her first really huge thing. It's fine that should sort of break halfway through. She still got paid for some of it. She's still that was a nice bump up. But as Sophie said in her apartment, you are in debt to everyone. You need this. And she did. And Midge was doing a great job, and Sophie got butthurt, and that's the reason that it's a problem. So I am just at this point, we've done the cycle of Midge is on top, and then Midge crashes back down to the ground, and then Midge is on top, and then she crashes back down to the ground. We've done that enough times and there's only 1 season left after this, that we need to actually have her on top.
Yeah, because all you're really doing is enforcing the idea for other creative people that are trying to make something that you have. The struggle is so fucking long that you are never going to get your comeuppance until you are so broken down and so broke. And it's just then why are we even doing this then?
Exactly.
Can we have a bone, please?
I don't need her to play the Apollo again, or sell out Radio City or anything.
No, I want her to be able to pay her fucking mortgage.
Thank you.
I want her to not have to freak out when her fridge breaks. I want her to be able to get her dry cleaning.
Yeah.
I want her to feel like she has something, because it's it's she's the raccoon with the cotton candy.
Yeah, she is the raccoon with the cotton candy.
And it's just kind of we watch entertainment to take ourselves out of it. So not to make it about me or anything like that, but it's just I didn't need this mirror. I'm already watching my cotton candy dissolve in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
I get it. So it's we it hurts a little too much.
Yeah.
Especially when we have Lenny Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
you know, who is a fall down drunk that
Mhm.
is like the height of his career, you know, because he's getting stopped, you know, and berated by the milkman for not paying attention to him and all of that. But it's
You're
just
a
like,
milkman. You're not important.
right. But I mean, it's like there has to be some kind of win.
Yeah.
Like we all get that comedy sucks. It's hard to do. But like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Exactly. And so that's the thing where it's like, if she gets a little raise at the Wolford, that's great. But it's like, as we learned in this episode, that is apparently an illegal business. I didn't realize stripping was illegal in New
I
York
didn't either.
in 1960. So it is apparently an illegal business. And so at some point, she's going to get too popular and that well's going to run dry. Unfortunately, she can't keep doing, or they're going to have to like stop stripping. I don't, it's not fully nude. I don't understand. Like, it's not even nipples. You can't, there's pasty. They all have pasty, whatever.
We're women, Kristen. We're sexual creatures, even if you can't see the nooks and crannies.
Whatever.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Something really quick that was just cute is that Imogene is working for Abe.
Yes.
As like a dictation, like a note taker kind of thing. She was doing James Joyce and then Proust, Marcel Proust. I think that Amy Sherman Palladino likes Proust because there's a whole Proust thing in Gilmore Girls too.
Really?
With Scott Cohen. Actually, yeah. That's all fine. That's cute. Whatever. Susie gets Alfie a gig at Joel's club, which is called the Button Club, which I noted last episode. I didn't realize he had decided to call it the Button Club because it used to be like a button seller place. That's how Moish knew about it. I think it's really cute. I think it's sweet. So she gets Alfie a magician gig and then he sort of bails. And that's the thing. Like, we're setting these things up. Like, we met Alfie in like episode 2.
Yeah. And I'm mad that Susie said you don't have to do it. No,
Yeah,
you have a commitment.
Yeah.
You are trying to make a name for yourself. And so the name that you are making for yourself is that you have wavering clients.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'll say that in her favor is that like Joel will let her do it again.
I
like,
know, but still,
yeah.
I mean,
that's I think why she went to Joel, because she was like, it's safe in case he fucks off. I agree. I completely agree with you. I'm just saying, I think that that's the reason she chose Joel's place in the first place.
Make a commitment. You follow through the commitment.
I know.
Just like,
because I like, if this happened to me, I like just would be too humiliated to like.
I would never get on stage again.
Ever.
Yeah.
Not ever once.
Nope.
Anyway, they're in this really cute Chinese store, little shop, and he just is like walking around. That story he told about Orson Welles. Because he was doing magic tricks on the radio, which seems really ill-advised. And then Orson Welles took him out for lunch. He ordered for him, and then he like stepped away or whatever. Or no, he like did something else, and then he ate both lunches. Oh, he asked him, what's it like doing magic on the radio? And Susie was like, well, that sounds fair. And then he ate both lunches, and then he left. And so Alfie drank his martini, and that's when he started, at 12, that's when he started drinking. I don't know. It was like a silly story that I just liked, because then Susie was like, well, that sounds like Orson Welles, and it does. I don't know. It's like all kind of a lot. May is pregnant. I could have seen that coming way a long time ago. I feel like she has to get an abortion.
Yeah.
She's going to be a doctor, as she said a million times in this episode. You can't. You just Gloria Steinem your way through that shit. Just get it handled. I don't know. I just feel like she has to take care of it, because there's neither one of them wants a baby.
No.
Together.
No.
They're early dating. It's like a very precarious thing. She still hasn't met his parents. I mean, there's no way. It won't work out.
I feel like we're in a boat and the boat has a hole in it.
Yeah.
And we're just thunking water out.
As opposed to trying to plug the hole.
Yeah. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm very stressed out.
Like with the show in general, or just their storyline?
The show.
The show in general.
This particular episode, I think, is
especially because the last episode was such a high.
I know. I know. And I don't know what I'm going to do.
Because we also opened this episode, and I was correct. Midge found Lenny on the side of the road and took him back to her place so he could sleep it off. And obviously he's embarrassed, but he treats her like garbage.
Yeah, it's just the biggest baby about it.
For helping him. And so that was like, I was very disappointed because it went a whole different way than I was expecting it to.
Me too.
Because they usually just sort of like banter or whatever. And what's interesting to me is he's never embarrassed about being arrested, but he was embarrassed about having been
needing help.
So drunk that he needed help. And he was like, the next time you see me, just leave me there. And it's like, I don't know. I think it's like, it's too much. Yeah, exactly. So.
And he just doesn't come back for the rest of the episode.
He doesn't come back for the rest of the episode, which, I mean, there's 2 more. He's got to be in at least one of them, I think. Because that, you can't leave it open.
No.
Like, it's like the Shy Baldwin thing. It's like, you can't leave their relationship there. Something else has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he has to apologize for being such a dick about it. And she wasn't like shaming him or anything. She just was like, I thought you'd want to sleep it off in a bed instead of
on the street
or in a jail cell. So, whatever.
I kind of feel like we're back at the place where we were with Discovery of Witches.
Oh.
I mean, I'm liking this a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm liking the journey a little bit more. But I am kind of feeling like we have 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like at least a year until we get season 5.
Right.
So it's sort of a lot. So we do, we had a fun scene with Boise where he was like listing down all of the things that they're fixing and have changed and have made better about the club, which is great. The roof is still extremely leaking, and he said a roofer was coming, so hopefully that'll get fixed up. And then they had the meeting of the like investor and the other guy in Boise about how there's too many women and they're ordering all the fruity drinks and stuff. And I don't know, man. I'm with the one owner.
Yeah.
That's just like, receipts are up. We're making money. We'll again and again, we'll talk about a raise tomorrow. So I don't know. I'm into it. Like I said, there is a ceiling, I feel like, of how far she can go at the Wolford, but it's working. It's a packed house. So
and people are coming to see her.
Yeah. And they're staying for especially like sometimes women like to go to sexy strip shows.
Yes. It's fun.
The one girl was getting married.
Yeah.
It's like, so we brought her here this weekend. I don't know. I think it's sweet. I think it's nice.
It's fun. And these acts are very cute. There was a woman.
The window washer.
Yeah. It was very cute.
And sound effects and everything.
Yes. It was delightful.
Cool.
I want to go see this show.
Yeah. Oh, Midge finds out that Elroy Dunham is a woman.
Yeah.
Played by Hari Neff, who looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And really selling the role. And she just is like, you're a good copy. I'm not going to stop. So.
Well, and again, it's, women tearing down women.
Yeah.
Rather than helping them up.
So.
And I love that they kind of had like a patriarchy conversation at each other.
Yeah.
Because Midge was like, do you know how hard it is to do what I'm doing to get men to listen to me? She was like, I'm a woman in journalism. Yeah. I have no idea what that would be like. And it's like, so then just help each other. I just need everyone to help each other. And I need everyone to shut the fuck up and make their money.
So,
there
okay.
You go.
This is a way lesser shade of it. But I am feeling right now after this episode a lot like I felt a lot of the time before I quit watching The Walking Dead.
Yes.
Where I'm just
I was thinking about that. You said it. Good job. Okay.
I'm just like, every group of human people you meet can't be evil.
Right.
Statistically, I find that implausible. And so it's like, every woman you meet is out to get you. Statistically, I find that implausible. And Susie is the only one who's being legitimately helpful. And even still, Susie gets mistaken for a man more on this show than anything. Yeah. So it barely counts. And so I don't know. The women at the club, though, love her. The dancers at the club love her. And they're like, and the waitresses are like, tips are up because women tip better because they're nicer. And so it's like, she does have some like tertiary women who barely have names that are on her team, but no other women except for Susie are on her team. And it's really infuriating.
Well, that, and we also get it with Rose because the people who sent, or the person who sent the letter, it was all the other matchmakers in New York. Yeah. And so they're like, get the fuck out of our town.
Okay. I want to talk about them because the leader, Benedetta, is Kelly Bishop, who is also from Gilmore Girls. She played Emily the grandmother.
Oh, gosh.
She's also Baby's mom, Mrs. Houseman, from Dirty Dancing. And tons of other stuff. I know that Kelly Bishop is very prolific. Those are the things I've seen. So it's her, and then it's Jackie Hoffman, who played Gita, and then who is the other one? Marceline Hugo, who plays Kathy Geis on 30 Rock.
Oh,
She's so fucking funny. And then Patrice Johnson was Miss M. I don't know her from anything, but they were all
well, and I love that her credit
so
is
good.
Miss M as Patrice Johnson.
Yeah, well, they so this is the name that's her credit in the credits, but this is probably her working name, or she just got married.
Gotcha.
They do that a lot.
Gotcha.
They were all hilarious. So funny. I loved every minute of it. They are threatening her at first. And here's the thing. Here is the thing I like the most about this episode. The downfall of Rose's matchmaking business did not come from Midge.
Right.
Like we were worried about. Because that's just going to cause more problems later. I mean, you could argue indirectly that they were well, we know what your daughter does and no one's going to like it. But basically they were you're encroaching on our territory. You have to stop or it's going to be a problem. And I like that it came from them. She took the Melamed client from Gita, and Gita was the Jewish parts of town are me. That's my territory and you poached my territory. And then I love that they threatened her, and then they just were who wants to eat? The cutlets are amazing. So funny. So I don't know. I don't know how much pushback Rose has in her for something like that, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just so frustrated.
No, I am too. I definitely am. Midge is trying to get an extension from Moish so she can have more time to get money. She did take the deal from Sophie. She was you'll be out of debt in a year. I mean, that clearly is not happening. No way Sophie's going to let her stay.
No.
But I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry because I feel my balloon just completely deflated. Just really.
Yeah, I just was
burned out real quick.
Really excited after the last episode.
Me too. Yes. And we get so much of this anyway in real life.
Yeah.
I just throw me a little bit of a bone.
I agree.
I just would really like it to be a little bit more even keel.
Yeah.
And because she's good and she's doing the things that she needs to do to keep going, and it's just not working. And I'm really tired of the lesson being well, life isn't fair no matter how good you are.
So that's the thing. If she weren't good, or if she were still having consistent bad days or something like she did in season 1 or 2, when she would still bomb on a semi-regular basis, it would be one thing that she wasn't making progress. But the fact that she is doing consistent good work, she has a job every night at the Wolford, she's bringing more people in. You're right, she's doing everything she needs to do to get to the next level. And it's the next level keeps getting moved up a rung on the ladder is not. And again, life's not fair. But what else should she be doing?
Right.
Is the thing that makes me.
So is the lesson is that she should quit and just be a mother? What is, why are we if that is indeed the lesson, which I'm sure that is not.
No, of course not.
But you have to give us something.
Yeah.
And because this feels awful.
No, 100%. And then it even comes into the show because Susie tracks down, when they're at the Sophie Lennon show, Susie tracks down Jason Ralph, Mike Carr again, and is I've got a great comic. She's in there warming up for Sophie, which he kind of rolls his eyes about, just I assume meaning he doesn't want to go watch her do that. But he's where can I go see her? And she's it's a club uptown. And he lists off the clubs uptown. She's no. And he goes, so it's downtown? And she can't tell him. She can't tell professional people that Midge is doing sets at a strip club. And that is a problem. Because she can't get her booked anywhere else if she's not, But it's have her go to the Gaslight one night.
So what? Exactly. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. Because it's so you have the consistent gig, but you should still be farming yourself out to other locations as well.
Yeah.
For exact scenarios like this. Because if she can't get more people to see her girl, then her girl can't get more. And
100%. I'm
going to have to go take laps. I'm so frustrated. And I don't want to feel this way.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I feel the same. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. It's like, I'm still obviously loving the show and it's beautiful to look at and, you know, everything like that. But there's some frustration.
Yeah. Life just isn't like this. Yeah. Like, I can't, because if I fully like lean into that idea, I won't get out of bed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can't get the 1-2 punch.
Well, that's the thing that I said where I was comparing it to The Walking Dead. It was like at a certain point, I just stopped hoping that anything good was going to happen, because every time something good, and I use that in quotation marks because it was very rarely
it's more
fully good.
It was not bad.
Yeah.
Something not bad happened.
Every time a neutral interaction occurred, I don't know. It then immediately was followed up by a murder or an attempted rape or, you know, something ridiculous. And so I am obviously, like I said, not at the same extreme with this as I am with that, but I am getting to the point where I'm like,
every good deed does not have to come with a punishment.
Yeah.
You are allowed to bank more things in the good side than the punishment side.
Because that's the thing. I'm just like, at what point do I need to stop hoping that Midge is going to catch a fucking break?
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. That's my deal for this episode. So, not the worst, but not the best.
Yeah.
So,
we really, these next 2 episodes, they need to be huge upswings.
Agreed. Definitely agreed.
I don't feel good.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week with the last 2 episodes of the season. So stick around. Bye.
Bye.